They were just popping tires?
Just tell them you changed their oil, it'll be fine.
What?
BigMotor killed so many trees that they were caught red-handed multiple times by the Google Maps car.
I can't believe it.
100 group chats, most managers were in them, had to answer if called upon, even during your days off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Insanely evil Japanese company implodes overnight.
この店の特徴は大量の展示台数を誇ること。
ビッグモーターの不正請求問題です。
クリーンで明るい店内はこれまでの中古車販売の油臭いイメージを払拭する。
ライバル企業の社員を合法したとしてビッグモーター社員の男が逮捕されました。
Assaulting a rival company employee? Holy. Wait, was this also the company that like poisoned some trees in front of their like business just so they could what was it? They poisoned some trees in front of their freaking. They were like trees blocking the view to their cars, so they poisoned the trees so that the trees would die, and that they would like chop down the trees. Is this the same? I remember that being in the news too. Honesty.
This is the story of how a $1 billion Japanese business imploded overnight.
Overnight?
If you've ever been to Japan, you've probably seen this sign. They're the largest used car dealership and repair chain in the country. They're everywhere.
How did they manage to implode then?
BigMotor, or as they say it in Japan, started as a single store in Yamaguchi, but now boasts over 300 locations.
Goddamn.
Despite its near $1 billion valuation, BigMotor is still a family business ran by this guy who founded the company in 1976.
So let me guess. He had his did he have his son or someone like take up a important position and then like some really bad decisions were made? Because that would be a Japan classic.
But as he started to age, he had a very difficult decision to make. Who would succeed him at his company?
Oh no, that's exactly what happened, isn't it? That's exactly what happened.
After years of deliberation, he followed in the footsteps of many other powerful leaders and chose the most qualified candidate. Nah, just kidding. He hired his son.
Of course. Now that's the freaking tram going outside. No, that's some classic Japan right there, man. Classic Japan. I guess this happens in other countries too. It's pretty common nepotism, you know.
Who wouldn't hire this guy? At the start, this actually seemed like the best business decision ever. BigMotor had been around for 35 years, but they'd never seen growth like this. Koichi's hiring brought BigMotor into a new golden age.
How?
Within 3 years, the company doubled in size. This made Daddy happy. So as a treat, he promoted Koichi to vice president. And over the following years, the insane growth only continued.
How? Oh, goddamn, man. That's
Whatever
impressive.
Koichi was doing, it was working. But some negative Nancys did start asking questions like, how can a business sustain such insane growth?
Probably can't.
And what is Koichi doing that's so effective?
That's what I'm curious
about. It's a little business trick called widespread fraud.
Oh, nice.
In 2023, a video leaked showing a BigMotor garage manager teaching an employee how to pop customers' tires. They would only pop one, but say the tires must all be worn and sell a full new set of 4, netting 12,000 yen. Now, you must be asking, why would anyone be dumb enough to film something so blatantly illegal?
They were just popping tires? So that they can sell new tire? Oh my god. This is like... Can you even call this fraud? Isn't this just like... Oh man. Has become a meme, but I think keeping a business through generation in one family is cool. It is cool, but like it can also lead to bad things. You know, if you have a very large business and like a lot of people are like reliant on the business for like their own income, it's kind of selfish to pass on leadership to your like son. I don't know, maybe you can like pass your shares and they can be like a shareholder or like a board member. Like that is fine, but like a CEO? Ooh, I don't know. Like that might not be that great. Like board members, sure, and like keeping control is fine, like keeping the majority of shares, but anyway, man, they were popping tires and filming like how-to videos for it. Why?
Well, it was actually self-study material. At the same time BigMotor was creating problems just to solve them, they were actually only pretending to solve customers' real problems. A leaked screenshot from an internal group chat showed an employee saying things like, "Just tell them you changed their oil, it'll be fine."
What?
These leaks got people talking, which encouraged other ex-employees to share their stories. It quickly became clear that BigMotor wasn't run by Lex Luthor, it was run by Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Things were about to get a lot worse for BigMotor. Look at this lot before BigMotor moved in. Now look.
Oh man, it was the freaking BigMotor. Yeah, this shit right here. Like there were like those trees.
A lot worse for BigMotor. Look at this.
Like they said that like, oh, these like trees are blocking the view to the lot, so like the people can't see the cars as they pass by. Like look how nice this is. You got like flower bushes in the trees. It's like nice noise blocking.
This lot before BigMotor moved
These
in.
motherfuckers
now
poisoned it. These motherfuckers poisoned this. They freaking salted the earth so that they can show off their cars. Ooh.
After. Notice a difference? What about this one? Japanese internet detectives started noticing that trees all over the country started to mysteriously wither and die when they were blocking the view of BigMotor's beautiful used cars. The Tokyo government investigated and, to no one's surprise, found plant killer in 9 of 14 BigMotor soil samples from the city. BigMotor killed so many trees that they were caught red-handed multiple times by the Google Maps car.
I can't believe it.
Apparently, Daddy's little boy was so obsessed with making his used cars visible from the street that he would go around to each BigMotor location and demote managers who had plants growing outside.
What? Oh my god. What the hell? So not only did he like go around making sure that they poisoned their land, also making sure that it looks as barren as possible. Jesus Christ.
The tree killing was so absurd that it even inspired cosplayers. But it doesn't just end there. If you think killing trees is crazy, let me tell you, this guy was a real piece of work. The worst thing that could happen to you while working at BigMotor is to hear that Koichi was coming. This happened multiple times per year, and it meant that everyone needed to stay at work until 3 a.m. the night before getting the store ready. When his car pulled up, everyone needed to greet him in a loud voice.
Oh my god, this dog shit, man. This like dog shit with like this Japanese managers, man. Oof.
One employee told a story that when his manager went out for the greeting, Koichi was relieving himself in the parking lot facing nearby residences and got mad at the manager for interrupting him. His standards were insane. One manager was demoted for a cigarette butt found in the gutter outside. You could be fired for having an unclean desk. He would obsessively check your sales numbers and your Google reviews, so when inspection day came, employees would be working overtime solving CAPTCHAs all night. Because you really didn't want to get on Koichi's naughty list. And no, that's not just an expression. He had a group chat with all 300 store managers where he would rank each store's sales and shame poor performers.
What did I say? 100 group chats, most managers were in them, had to answer if called upon, even during your days off. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Rank each store's sales and shame poor performers.
I mean, ranking store sales is probably like common, but you gotta like, you'd have to like have it so that it's like taking into consideration how big of an area the store is in. So you would take like the surrounding population in like X kilometers, like radius around the store, and then get like raw sales numbers and like get like a proportion, like sales per sales per population in area. That way would be like a fair way to rank the stores. The other plan's not killed by Panslide by relieving himself. Nah, he just took a piss on like the car lot, man.
Some logs have been leaked from these group chats. They're pretty crazy.
Managers who cancel insurance will be fired. Jesus Christ, man. Like, I know Japan has like some... Japan doesn't have as good employee protections, but this is illegal. This is for sure illegal in Japan.
The worst, but also most memed one is this one where he just keeps saying,
教育、教育、教育。死刑、死刑、死刑。
What the fuck?
教育、教育、教育。死刑、死刑、死刑、死刑。教育、教育、教育。
ヤバルビックから一番ビッグモー
教育魂、死刑、死刑、死刑、死刑、死刑、死刑、死刑。
that's some good ass Japanese memes.
Koichi set an insane target of 140,000 yen per vehicle repair job.
How can you even set a target like that? What kind of repair shop would set a target of like you have to hit 1.4k for each vehicle repaired? What? Now that is a freaked up KPI right there, man. Who would set that? Who would set such a goal? How much is that in dollars? Like 1,000? Remove like 2 zeros and you're about in dollar range. So 1.4k per car repair. That is insane. That is insane. What sort of KPI is that? What would be a more reasonable KPI for like car repairs? I guess time. Like time taken to repair cars. That would be a good KPI. And then you like balance it with like customer satisfaction. Now those are good repair KPIs because you're like optimizing cost because you're not spending like too much time per car. And you're like optimizing quality by like taking like customer satisfaction into account. Now that's a good ass KPI. Not freaking 1.4k per vehicle repaired. Ooh. One gaming PC per car repair cost. Yeah. Yeah. Aggressive. That is one aggressive quote. Jesus.
Yes. Any customer at BigMotor was expected to spend at least $1,000 fixing their vehicle.
Ooh.
This created a toxic work environment that pitted managers against employees. In this leaked photo, a BigMotor manager tied a phone to his employee's head with elastic bands to punish him for not making enough sales calls, then posted the picture in the group chat to make fun of him.
What the fuck? What? Huh? Insane.
Here, a BigMotor employee's ID badge was heavily vandalized by his manager, who wrote insults all over it.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
Okay, surely that's all of it, right? BigMotor fakes repairs, kills trees, and abuses their employees. What else could they even do at this point? Well, if you gotta give him something, BigMotor managers are very creative. One of their signature tricks was to use customers' personal information to impersonate them, call around to rival shops, and cancel all appointments under that name.
What? There ain't no way, man. There ain't no way. What the hell? How would you think this is okay? This is like a cartel or something. This is like the freaking repair shop mafia. Ooh. So that is where BM comes from. Oh man.
Another clever trick was to sell cars to their own employees. Joining BigMotor was like pledging to a fraternity, and the hazing ritual was buying a car. You want a stressful sales job with an abusive boss where you could get fired at any moment? Sure, the only requirement is a 10-year loan with 9% interest on a used car.
BigMotor required new employees to buy cars on long-term loans Well, that's a way. That surely is a way to like bring up the freaking sales numbers. No wonder the freaking sales went up. 10% interest. Oh my god, man. Like, you know, if you would offer this as like a perk of like, hey, you can buy a used car from us when you like join our company, and we are going to give you a discounted rate. Like, now that would be good. That would be decent. Like, you move some cars. You're like, your employees are happy. They get like a cheaper car. Everyone's happy. But what the hell, man? Long-term loans with like 10% interest sounds like a pyramid scheme run by Yakuza. It does, man. The freaking repair shop Yakuza. And High Sleeper. God damn.
An ex-employee was on the news saying that his boss gave him 30 minutes to buy a car or he was fired.
What? The freaking ultimatum. It's like, okay, man, we noticed that you don't have a car. You're gonna have to buy a car, or you're gonna have to, like, you know, quit your job. This is non-negotiable. 30 minutes, pick a car, sign the loan agreement, or you have no job. Jesus Christ.
All of these money-making and cost-cutting tricks helped Koichi inflate BigMotor's sales over the years.
I mean, that does explain it. That does explain why the sales numbers just like ballooned like that. No surprise.
But all of it pales in comparison to the main scam.
There's still more. There's still another scam. Oh my god.
One that truly helped them become a billion-dollar player.
What
when
was
this
it?
manager was popping tires, he wasn't actually selling them to the customers. He was billing them to the insurance companies. When the customer had insurance, BigMotor always milked the job for as much as they could.
Oh no. This is basically money extortion. This is like insurance fraud now. So they were like extorting their employees. They were like setting aggressive quotas to scam the customers, and they were scamming the insurance companies as hard as they could. Oh man.
They knew the most expensive things to damage to jack up the bill. They would use sharp objects to extend scratches, draw in damage with chalk, use candles and sandpaper to damage the car, and put a golf ball in a sock and use that to whack the car, increasing the size of dents.
What? What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. That seems like... Oh yeah. It's also that they can make a higher quota for it, like they can justify it for the insurance company. I just modern corporate business at work as capitalism at work, baby.
This made people see these old BigMotor ads in a whole new light. Someone even started selling BigMotor new employee starter kits online.
the freaking plant killer and golf ball socks and a screwdriver to puncture some tires. Let's go, man. You're ready to work at BigMotor.
Seriously though, a question you might have is, don't insurance companies pay inspectors to stop this kind of fraud? How were they deceived so easily by golf balls, sandpaper, and screwdrivers? Well, that's the most important question of this video. Let's talk about car insurance in Japan.
Yeah.
There are three major players, Tokyo Marine, Mitsui Sumitomo, and Sompo Japan. And in 2021, a whistleblower approached them and told them exactly what BigMotor was doing. Concerned, the insurance companies asked BigMotor what was going on. BigMotor took this very seriously. They asked the most competent detective they knew to look into it.
Who was it?
Yeah, they investigated themselves.
Of course they investigated themselves. It's like Blizzard. It's like Blizzard looking into the SA allegations. We found no wrongdoing at our company, obviously.
BigMotor quickly came back with their conclusions. Nah, it's just a few overworked employees making mistakes. It's not coordinated. Sompo Japan reviewed the report and agreed with the conclusions?
Now that's freaking Japan Inc. right there, man. Let's go, Japan Incorporated. Yes.
What? How?
Yeah,
Well,
it's Japan.
let's just say that Sompo and BigMotor had a few mutual interests. By
Sure.
mutual interests, I mean Sompo was the biggest shareholder outside of CEO Hiroyuki. And second, before Daddy brought Koichi into BigMotor, he had him work at Sompo for a year. And when Koichi moved to BigMotor, he brought 37 Sompo employees with him. So clearly they were more than just friends. But their relationship goes deeper than that.
Man, that's kind of freaked up, man. So you have like the insurance company is... Wait, but it doesn't make any sense for the insurance company, actually. They lose money, right? They lose money. I mean, I guess they trust it because like there's ex-employees. What happened to all your voices? There are too many voices going on at once. I can't deal with them, man.
Ex-employees claim that Sompo and BigMotor had a secret agreement. Sompo would overlook BigMotor's suspicious insurance claims, and in return, BigMotor would prioritize selling Sompo over the other two insurance companies.
But of course. It's all a big scam, man.
Customers generally don't care who provides their insurance as long as they have it. The 37 employees actually helped with this. A representative from Sompo taught our staff how to photograph damage to make it look worse.
Oh my god.
Including tips like capturing scratches from certain angles to make them appear deeper. Over 40% of BigMotor's insurance repairs were fraudulent. This netted BigMotor 10 billion yen over 5 years.
Jesus.
So in the end, everyone won except for the customer whose premiums were going up due to the larger than necessary insurance claims.
Jesus Christ. Okay, there's no way this chain is up still, right? There's no way. So this would cause the whole chain to implode. Okay, I understand.
Anyways, when Sompo agreed with BigMotor's no-fault conclusion, it set off some red flags for the other two insurance companies who started their own investigations. Obviously, they found tons of fraud. They tried to report it to the public in 2022, but BigMotor retaliated. A leaked email showed that they immediately gave an order to stop selling insurance for the other two companies.
Because they uncovered their freaking fraud? Oh my god. It's like a mafia. It literally is like, this is like Yakuza behavior. This is Yakuza level behavior. This is like the type of crime they would do. This is exactly the type. My god.
This all came out in July, and it's still dominating the news cycle today. Japanese people were furious because they finally understood why their insurance rates have been going up so much recently.
Oh my god.
On July 25th, Hiroyuki held a press conference where he apologized and said he didn't know the extent of what was going on. He announced both him and his son were stepping down. But Koichi hasn't appeared in public or apologized even once since this scandal broke. You can probably tell that because I only have 2 videos and 1 picture of him. But yeah, his dad has completely taken the fall. By the way, the most impactful moment of this press conference was when Hiroyuki was talking about how employees were caught using golf balls in socks to damage cars. For some reason, he thought it was a good idea to say, "That is sacrilegious to golf lovers everywhere."
What?
It's like, bro, are you trying to make a joke during your apology for insurance fraud?
Oh my god.
Anyways, since the scandal broke, it's been bad news after bad news for BigMotor. Their profits are way down because nobody in their right mind would trust them with their car.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why their profits are way down. I freaking wonder why, like, now that their freaking fraud circle has been uncovered and, like, their, like, insurance Kahoot schemes are, like, in broad daylight, like, oh man, I wonder why their profits are down.
4 BigMotor locations have already closed.
I think
the
they
new
all
CEO
should
is
close.
scrambling to put out fires, including a BigMotor employee making headline news for assaulting a rival company employee.
What the hell? This is like literally a Yakuza company, man. What the hell? Just freaking ban it all.
The FSA, Japan's equivalent of the SEC, announced massive investigations into both BigMotor and Sompo. Police forces all over Japan have already raided 21 BigMotor locations, including their head office, for tree killing, confiscating tons of cardboard boxes worth of stuff, including shovels, weed eaters, and leaf blowers.
Man, they need to go. Some people need to go to jail for this. Like, there ain't no way they're gonna let this slide with just like the daddy apologizing. Like, the son needs to go to jail. The father also needs to go to jail. They need to go to jail.
One of the largest concerns regarding this whole affair was, how would it affect the Japanese economy overall? BigMotor was the largest in the used car market, but what about their competitors? How could they compete if they weren't fraudulent too? And just how complicit were the insurance companies? Well, on September 6th, it was revealed that Next Stage, the number 2 in the used car market, was just as fraudulent as BigMotor.
Oh. Japan, no. No.
Their CEO resigned on the 11th. That's not all. Another competitor called Good Speed was exposed as well.
They're all corrupt, man. They're all corrupt, man. Are they all like Yakuza companies, man? You can just put Yakuza to jail. They're deeply rooted up to top level government. Maybe.
As for the insurance companies, the CEO of Sompo held a press conference on the 8th and admitted that he continued working with BigMotor despite knowing about their fraud.
What the hell? How are you not in jail? How are you not arrested?
He resigned that day.
What the hell, man? Your resignation doesn't matter. This is what I hate in Japan. Like, they have this press conference, they like bow their head, they're like, "Taihen moushiwake gozaimasen deshita." Then they bow, like the freaking shutters go off, and then they resign, and that's it. Like, yeah, okay, it's all good now. No, it's not all good. It's not all good, man. You need to go to jail.
This story is still developing, so if you guys want, I can post updates in my Discord. Thanks for watching, and thanks to my patrons. See you next time.
That's a good-ass video. That was a good-ass video.